And I want you to maybe tell me a little bit about your coaching and your other sort of activities that you're doing for the stroke surviving community. You mentioned that you
Oh,
were kind of getting some insight into the Motus hand, but maybe tell me why and who you're helping as well.
so I love my community. I would do anything for my community. So early on in recovery was the most lonely time of my life. It's the most isolated I've ever felt because unless you've had a brain injury, you have no idea what it's like. So you can have people around, just nobody understands you. And that's where like true loneliness comes from. So it wasn't until I started meeting other survivors where I was like, oh, there are more like me. Unfortunately for me, it took me about a year and a half. So I can't tell you, Doc. Can I call you Doc?
Sure, sure, sure.
I can't tell you, Doc, how lonely I felt that first year or so. It was terrible. You know, you survived something that almost took you. In some cases, that
Mhm.
should have taken us. Well, why did I do that? Did I come back to this where I'm a stranger in my own body and my own mind? I didn't live just to exist, just to survive. Like I want to live. So it took me in connecting with other survivors, specifically the co-host of my podcast, who's a concussion survivor, to feel like, wow, I'm going to be able to do this. So now my mission and my passion is to help connect other survivors and guide them on their way to truly living. It's about a mindset shift. It's about, it's about focus. It's about connection. It's about a million different things. So I don't want anybody to suffer like I suffered. Like I don't. And I have the experience of 5 years now of changing the way that I thought, changing the way that I function, starting my routine, meditation, visualization, all of these things. So now I put together a coaching program. It's called, the USO Rock mindset shift program. So it's a
Right.
survivor to thriver thing because we did survive. Now we want to thrive. We don't just want to exist, just like okay, we have some movement in our arms with Motus Nova. No, we want more movement. We want to be better. We want to keep growing, want to keep getting better. So I want to do that for the community. So I put together a coaching program. I also have several support groups for brain injury survivors to connect with one another.
Okay.
Use a rock group on Facebook. I do 2 support groups Wednesday and Friday on Clubhouse. I do another support group for Heal the Brain with Jane once a month for her community. So that's what I'm all about. I'm all about helping the community as best I can. I also have my podcast, the NeuroNerds, where we talk about not just surviving but living. And it sounds funny because it's like, oh, he talks about the positive side of brain injury. It's not that. There's 2 sides. You can talk about all of the things that our brain injury has taken away from us, or we can focus on the fact that we're here. So why not enjoy our time here? So that's what we do. We celebrate victories, wins, connection, community, and I just want to bring that same joy to everyone in the community.
Oh, I love it, Joe. That's a great mission, and anything that we can do to help. I don't know if you know, but I'm also a TBI survivor as well. So
I do know
I have,
that, and I
yeah,
believe,
yeah,
and if
yeah.
not, it has to happen. I'd love to have you on the podcast, and I think we kind of have that in the
Sure,
works.
sure. Yeah, just name the
Oh,
time.
okay,
Yeah, so
good, because
it'd be good.
I
Yeah.
so I already